Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective. And Ribéry! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. There's the header! Decent enough try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Now it's Neymar. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Ribéry. Ribéry! Oh, good effort. He got plenty on that.
Ribéry brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required. Well, Frank Lampard will again be very important here, I would think, Peter. He's going to have a multitude of roles to fill, but I suspect he'll be the main creative talent, though.
And no doubt constantly getting on the end of moves he himself instigated. That's his trademark.
Yeah, something he's quickly becoming a master of. And
has a go! And he's intervened well there. Son Heung-min could try cutting inside here. Lampard.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Serbia are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Son Heung-min. Messi. And they're quick to get it back. So it is still 0-0. And here's Son Heung-min. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Marquinhos.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Rudiger. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Pedri. Pedri! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Serbia have the chance to go the other way. Irwin. Oh, that looks a good ball through. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's got tall. Goal! Serbia! And Serbia score first. What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Gol per la Serbia. Ha segnato al 26esimo minuto, numero 21.
Serbia have broken through. It's 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the...
Shapes to shoot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Serbia have their second corner now. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Son Heung-min. Lima. Out of play for a throw. Oh, such a clever touch. Goalkeeper's ball. Marquinhos. And it's Messi. Mbappe. And he's cut it out.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Lima did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Serbia looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Lima. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Ribéry. And that could set him on his way. And that's not going to reach. Pedri. Neymar.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Cambiasso. And the counter is on. And he's picked out the run. Messi, he's found... And Messi! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And there's the end of the first half. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Serbia leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar! They've scored! They are right back in business.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Neymar. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Serbia can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Mbappe. Oh, that's a key interception. Sané. Lima. He's looking to set free a runner. Pedri. Davids kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He's picked his way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that is a little undercooked.
We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Plenty to... Chance! Lampard, not the most accurate pass. Sané. And the shot! Serbia perhaps contemplating their next change here. Now it's Neymar, and he's managed to get free. Hits one! Neymar plays a sharp little ball here. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
He's away!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 13, Lampard. Lascia il campo per il numero 19.
Oh, good-looking ball. Mbappe. And the pass is intercepted.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Neymar. And the finish! That is decidedly lacking.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Beckenbauer. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Neymar. There's the shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Tako je, Vladove, tako je. Kako si, brate?
Corner number 3 coming up.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 4, numero 13.
Ucicu, ucicu.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 2, il numero 23.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to
Evo,
the cause.
sigram se, brat.
That would be most welcome now.
Uživam na godišnjem, brate.
Oh, he's been caught napping.
Jebote lapsus, pa ja sam u SNS-u.
Forwards and with intent.
Vladane.
There could be trouble here. He has found the way through. Maradona!
Poklon gol je.
It's
Au, bre.
And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Šta ima za ručak, brate? Što ti ne spremiš ručak, jebo? Ja sam kuvam, brate.
You know, I'm not going to be hard
Ja
on the
još sam kuo
goalkeeper
pasulj.
because that moved all over the place on its journey.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, this is what we've been waiting
Da,
for.
Maradoner,
Well, I
brate.
think you can write this lot off.
Maradona ga
It's been a
dadne.
joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says
Ali
goal kick.
sudija je prevarant težak. On je u SNS 100%.
Serbia are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Oh, here's a chance! And the
Vitali
lead stays
Klitschko.
intact, just.
Jel
That's a
taj?
great response, though, and it's a statement declaring that they're not done with this yet.
Corner number 4 coming up here.
Ja ima filter, brate, pa moram sam da odobrim kad je neka psovka i to. Vitali, ne znam ko je taj. Šta je bilo s njim?
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 15, numero 22. Lasciano il campo per il numero 8, il numero 14.
And he's there to clear it.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Can he latch on to this? Irwin. Firmly met.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
This could be their final throw of the dice.
Nisam pratio, baš ću pogledam.
Bus corner. The final whistle is up next.
25 godina zatvora je dobio, a možda je to neka fora, brate. Da bi dobio hajpu, da. Ko baka prasetina.
Climbs up big.
Ko baka prasetina što je pravio, ono.
That's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, it's good movement though.
100% kad bi vidio.
He couldn't
Kad
actually
vidio
steer
facu.
it goalwards.
Ja mislim da je to fake, brate, ali ajde, pogledat ću. Sam se, pogledat ću. Šta ima kod tebe, evo, ti si bio negdje?
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. He's in plenty of space here. It's gone out for a throw-in. And that's a goal kick.
Jebota, ko da ga gađu kamenom. Odmaraš pa pametno, treba, brate. Malo da se pročistiš. I ja i ti. Do Uskrsa ništa.
That is ended up in no man's land. Just eases him off the ball. Stood up well to him there. And it's Neymar. And there goes the final
Da,
whistle.
u nedelju za Uskrs uveče možemo da se vidimo, brate, s okupljenima. To ne bi bilo loše. Kao i onaj put, ako se sećaš.
They ended up with nothing. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look
Čisto da svi tucamo jajima malo i eto da iščestitamo Uskrs,
the
pa
center of their defense looked open and very unsafe.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it
proslavimo
for us
Vaskrsenje.
tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
važi, brate, čujemo se. Aj, prijatno, prijatno.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And it's played forward. Pass is just off target. Well, we just know, of course, what an excellent goalkeeper Dida is. Indeed, some consider him to be right up there amongst... Could be danger here! And that is masterful defending. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Stood up well to him there. Vlahovic. Couldn't squeeze it through. Modric. Good spot, he's seen the run. Neymar. And it's Neymar. Beckenbauer cuts it out. Irwin. That's a little off target. Oh, he's found support out wide. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Besiktas clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams. Sané. Played into space out wide. Cleared away. Irwin. Gordon is in a really good position out wide. Mbappe.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Always onto this. Rudiger gets across to intercept that.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now that's well seen too. That has been slung wide. Hernandez.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Neymar. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Neymar. Danilo. Irwin. Moved on forwards. Oh, no joy this time. Very nearly half an hour gone here. All perfectly measured that. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. It's Neymar! Conte! Decent hit and on target. Irwin. He can run onto that. And that's not going to reach. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And he cuts out the supply. Danilo. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Modric. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. He's got away. Hernandez. He won't be happy with that one. Neymar. Modric. Danilo making good progress on the right-hand side. Neymar. Del Piero. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Gordon is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Gordon! Goal! Serbia! The breakthrough strike! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Serbia have taken the lead.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Neymar. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. And the first 45 minutes are up. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal. And that is the state of it at the break, 1-0. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
A lead that's fully justified for me. They've shown some excellent counter-attacking now, and it's paying dividends.
Serbia head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead.
Substitution for Besiktas, number 16. Rodri. Coming on the field.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Maradona.
Serbia carrying a one-goal lead. Rudiger cuts out the pass. Serbia do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Decent hit! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Sané can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
And we have our very first corner. Great hit! He has done it! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Serbia are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
He's found a way through. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, that's well spotted. And they win it back again. Oh, that's a key interception. Sané chasing after it. Danilo. Forwards and with intent. He's picked his way through. That's a lovely, neat pass. Aldair did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And a shot! Mbappe! Serbia still have the cards to affect this game. And he's managed to get free. Shot could be on. And that's a good ball. Has a look and plays it forward.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He could be in here. Ribéry. There they go, hunting in packs. Danilo. Shapes to shoot! And it's there! And surely that settles it. How very smart. He just got it right.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Maradona. Threads one in. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. He's in plenty of space here. Up he goes! Del Piero.
Sané really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Fernando Torres. Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Torres. Oh, that's fabulous. It's Neymar! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Serbia present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Now, power or placement. And that's one back! Not much more than a formality.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
So is this the start of a comeback? Beckenbauer. Irwin. Irwin going full steam ahead down the left flank. Looking for the runner. Pass somewhat off target. He's tried one! Mbappe.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Interesting ball. Fernando Torres. Looking tidy in possession here. Mbappe. He has found the way through. Davids did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Pinches it off him. And it's Ribery. And he's picked out the run. Conte. That is ended up in no man's land. Nicely aimed pass. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, he's been caught napping. There's the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And that's it. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Ribery voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Rudiger did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Serbia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Alessandro Costacurta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Rice. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Son Heung-min. Now DiMarco. And here's Neymar. DiMarco looking to get on the end of this. Oh, that was vital. Rice running with the ball. That's a shade optimistic. Davids, well timed, excellent interception. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Great hit! Goal! Serbia!
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
The goal scorer for Serbia after 19 minutes is number 18.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Vinicius Junior in acres of space out wide. He gets big! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Now it's Haaland. Looking for options for movement. So what can they make of this? Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter.
Chance! Well, now, and it's come back out to him. Oh, taken with style. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, it's a nice idea. Hits one! Now, who's going to be first to this? Now, looking to orchestrate a counter. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. De Bruyne. Lima spots it and intercepts. Rudiger. It's a sweet ball, that. Vinicius Junior providing an outlet on that flank.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, they've got it again. He steps in, and that's the end of that. He's looking to set free a runner. Oh, super ball. De Bruyne.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And that's really well manoeuvred. He's got away. Can he finish? And it's in. Right back in the game. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
He saw the danger and he went crashing in. Lima wins the duel this time. Lima. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Pulls it back. Has a look and has a go. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Chouameni. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, that's cause for mild irritation. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the two sides have made this a pretty decent game so far. Both have contributed on the score sheet. There is a balance wherever you look. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Serbia leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It is intriguing to watch and could easily go either way.
Just a quick announcement, it is now time for our special lottery. Please grab the tickets you were given when you were walking through the gates. Substitution for Serbia, number 10, Modric.
So off we go once more.
Field is number 15, Ribery.
And that is a little undercooked. Chouameni cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And he's had it nicked away. Ribery. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And he has been fouled there. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Hernandez. Mohamed Salah has it in a wide position. Hernandez.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Lima kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Mbappe. He's got the shot away! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. It's their second corner of the game. Rudiger tries to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, easy pickings there. De Bruyne is in a really good position out wide. Now he's off and running.
The attendance for this match was 71,600.
Short changes him with that pass. And the pass is intercepted. Lima making good progress on the right-hand side. Tries the cross. Chouameni. Serbia perhaps contemplating their next change here. Haaland! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So, third corner of the game. And he's there to clear it.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And he's been shifted off it. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Goes back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He is through here. He's... Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked and I still haven't moved. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Substitution.
And it's Ribery. And he's managed to get free. Picked out brilliantly. It's Salah! Goal! Serbia! Into the lead once more.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Ribery did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Davids gets across to intercept that. Chouameni. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That has been slung wide. He has found the way through. Can he put it away? Sticks it away. They have stolen level at the last. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
A real chance if he can get through. Goes forward. Nicely weighted ball. Mbappe! Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Brilliantly cut out. And that's that. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Serbia certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
Latest travel information is currently
So
being
many
displayed.
thanks to Jim. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. And already we're underway here. Son Heung-min. They get a throw in. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Quality ball. Threads one in. Can he finish? They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, that has not gone well. Well read, nice interception.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And back to the keeper they go. Danilo. Now Davids. And it's Son Heung-min. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. That's been cut out, well played. Serbia leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. He's gone forward. Now it's Sané. He's found a way through. Oh, that is good. He's tried one! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. That is how you do it. A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Serbia are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Kimmich. Hernandez. Hernandez going full steam ahead down the left flank. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Son Heung-min. Showing good feet. Gets his pass away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, no, this does not... Has a go! It's in! An act of charity gratefully received. This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
He's found a way past. Neymar looking to get on the end of this. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. Neymar goes steaming for... Neymar! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. And the header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Neymar certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Oh, that's a key interception. Long ball by the goalkeeper. That's a throw. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Can he put it away? Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Serbia have themselves a chance from the spot. Donnarumma looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Serbia take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Modric does really well there. He is strong. That is good alertness. Son Heung-min. And it's Son Heung-min. They're back in possession and ready to go again. DiMarco.
That was lovely, that.
Neymar. Now it's Son Heung-min. Oh, nicely intercepted. Hernandez. He's got away. Mbappe. Oh, what a mistake! Can he finish? It's fallen kindly here. No mistake. Half-time imminent. What a time to score. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
It'll be 3 minutes added time.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
Rudiger calmly anticipates. DiMarco. Son Heung-min. And that has left him in a heap. Neymar. And he's managed to get free. Modric. That's a sharp pass. And that'll be the last act of the first half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Serbia hold a skinny lead after a thrilling half. Bring on the second half. It's 3-2.
And if you do have a chance today, please take some time out to give your support to our Better Stadium Fund. Substitution on the field.
And we're underway again.
Number 18, Dembele.
Pressing high and with purpose. And they're quick to press. Serbia different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Oh, well played, well played. And that was very necessary.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Shifted upfield. Sané. Hernandez, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Alexander-Arnold with the clearance. Mbappe. DiMarco is charging up on the overlap. Now it's Mbappe. And he welcomes it in. He's shifting through the gears here. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And no surprise, that's a booking.
The attendance for this match was 29,514.
And he's gone looking for safety. Strong running down that left flank. No, that's been intercepted.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Well read, and the danger is averted.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, a delicate chip through. Oh, that is a nice touch. Gordon did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He won't be happy with that one. Kimmich. Vlahovic. Gently done. Now that's well seen too. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And that is out of play.
Substitution on the field. Number 6, Alexander-Arnold. Coming on to replace him is number 15, Villanova.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority.
Havertz! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Lima. Half an hour gone in the second half. Davids. Gordon. Gordon! He should have put that one away.
Yeah, he knew only too well that to concede then would have been tough to recover from. That could prove a big moment in this game.
Corner number 2 then. Oh, what a climb! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Davids really did let them off the hook. They could have wrapped it all up.
Now it's Mbappe. Short changes him with that pass. Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Mbappe!
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Drogba. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And it's Sané.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
And he was quick to react. I think we're just about done here. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. Gordon. Mbappe gets into a good position.
There will be 3 minutes.
That was always going to be the keepers. Havertz. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. And it's Ribery. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And he's intervened well there. And that will be the final act. Serbia proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Vlahovic taking in the... Serbia do look a team on a mission. They seek today to confirm promotion, preferably in style, but as a bare minimum, by way of the all-important point they still require. It is undoubtedly the biggest game for many in the crowd, and indeed for most on the field of play. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Serbia cannot consider the option of defeat. It's not a question of want, but must. Serbia have it back and can go again. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and...
Mbappe!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Son Heung-min clears it away. Fiddles it through, and the ball... He's got the shot away! He's scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
So, a breakthrough already. Played into space out wide. They're back in possession and ready to go. A good effort from distance. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Serbia really have been deserted by their composure and allowed frustration to take over, and it's not a good sign.
And it's Ribery. That is a great pick out. Berenguer, and he welcomes it in. He's found a way through. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Serbia are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
No, that's been intercepted. Plays a sharp little ball here. Fletcher unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Lima. Modric. Koundé gets across to intercept that. Davis picks it up out wide. Mohamed Salah is onto it in a flash. In with the challenge. Mohamed Salah. Oh, easy pickings there. Davis, who's set up one goal so far. Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. Lime. Oh, terrible pass. He's got away. Mbappe! Corner number 2 then. There's the header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Belletti did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
DiMarco. Well, that has not gone well. Arsenal looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose. If they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Always onto this. Mbappe. Interesting ball. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Son Heung-min. There's the hit! It's in! Offside.
Yeah, the assistant did have his flag up. The referee seemed to spot it late, though. Nevertheless, the right decision.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Berenguer. Lima. And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Swung over. Well, they've got it back in a hurry, and the counter is on. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Darren Fletcher. Messi. And Darren Fletcher. And a shot! has another go! Arsenal have their third corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Mbappe! Denied by an instinctive save.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
He's shifting through the gears here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Keeper's dealt with that. Berenguer. Ribery in acres of space out wide, and he's managed to get free. And Messi! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break, 1-0.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Substitution for Serbia, number 20, Son Heung-min.
Here we go again.
Coming on to replace him is...
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
And it's Modric. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And that has put paid to that. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Modric. And he was quick to react.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Koundé. And it's Davis. He's picked his way through. Fletcher! Big chance! They've done it! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Peter, that was just a defensive act of generosity that was always going to have a painful ending.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Oh, he's found support out wide. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Modric. Oh, what a climb! There's a goal! What a great header, got plenty on that.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Serbia get themselves back into contention.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
Has a look up and drives it forward. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And here's Mbappe. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Substitution in progress.
Arsenal can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Modric. It's Modric! And again! There it is! They have done it! They are level! You raise your game and we raise ours. Ribery at his razor-sharp best there.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
This has become Mohamed Salah! Who saw this coming? It's turned into a real fight to the last. Rudiger makes the interception. Lima. Serbia are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Played out to the left flank. Ribery providing an outlet on that flank. De Bruyne. De Bruyne takes control of it and he's on the move. And he's intervened well there. Oh, just skips past it. Great chance! Goal! Arsenal! And they're back in front. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Arsenal go into the lead.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Serbia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey. Serbia have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Mohamed Salah. And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
Substitution for Serbia. Number 26.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Number 21, Mohamed Salah. Number 10, Modric. Coming on the field.
Now it's Mohamed Salah.
Neymar.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well timed, excellent interception.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Ribery is in a really good position out wide. And he's picked out the run. Beckenbauer cuts it out. Oh, can he get onto this? Martinez. Oh, played right into his path. And he's running through, and the flag has stayed down. Oh, it's a clear foul, and the referee's got a decision to make. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. De Bruyne has been given a red card for the denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity. The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick.
We could be looking at a game-changing moment.
Mbappe! It's in! And they are right back in it. Hopes and dreams alive again.
Yeah, and you really have to give credit to the way these players have handled themselves. Can they get another? Probably. I really shouldn't be tempting fate, but I'm backing them.
A finisher. And that is as far as it goes. The deed is done. They are on the up. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, that's a huge weight off their shoulders, Peter. The pressure must have been almost unbearable, and I know that through personal experience. There's plenty you can say about today's performance, but just this once, promotion is the only thing that matters.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Now with a quick request for support for our charity fund, Chance in Football.